right, everyone. Can I have your attention for a 5 minutes, max 10 minutes? I won't spend more time on this afternoon. As promised, EY by the hour. We're about 2 minutes late, which is my fault, not anybody else's. I don't think we could go without talking about something that we proudly presented earlier this year, which is EY Growth Barometer. And the question that we were trying to answer is that through our network of 250,000 people around the world, we had continuously, recently heard that the middle market, which we define as companies from 1 million to 3 billion, so a very large block of the market, is telling us that they are absolutely willing to grow. And we wanted to somehow find out, what is the truth? How strong are their growth ambitions? And we actually decided that there is no one in the market who studies this particular segment on a regular basis with a global perspective, and that's where we came up with the idea that what we're going to do is, on an annual basis, done first time for this year, we will go and actually do a survey in terms of what are the growth ambitions, what are the concerns, what are the risks that middle market executives are telling us in terms of growth. And that's what we did. We published EY Growth Barometer for the first time this June, and how we actually did it, and what's so special about the Growth Barometer is that we actually didn't rely on our own sources. We commissioned Euromoney to do it for us. We surveyed almost 2,400 executives around the world in C-suites, and have now published not only the global growth barometer data, but also country-specific data on 30 countries. So this is how the world is going to be looking from the growth barometer's point of view for this year. Finland is the only Nordic country that was selected for this year's growth barometer. Expect more Nordic countries to be added next year. We will add other countries. So you can find, when you Google for growth barometer or EY growth barometer, you will find a global report, you will find the Americas report, you will find an EMEA report, and of course you will find a Finnish report. We will be also releasing sector-specific reports. The startup report is going to come out officially next week. I might try to give you a little bit of a sneak preview in terms of how does a startup company look differently than a typical middle market company. The ideology behind us doing the growth barometers or barometer the way we are doing it is that over the past maybe 3 years, we have aggressively brought to the market a concept called a growth navigator. Emmanuel is actually the person on the wave again. Hello, Emmanuel. He has a live version of a growth navigator available if you're interested. So in the growth navigator, we actually challenge companies and their boards and executives to take a sort of a 7-driver view. and we claim that there are 7 drivers of growth. Let's take an example of one of them: people, behaviors, and culture, customer, transaction, and alliances. And what we are trying to say is that if you're not balanced and if you are not paying attention to these 7 drivers, your ability to accelerate your growth is going to be diminished. So the Growth Barometer is actually addressing these 7 drivers in a relatively clever way. So the key findings is that, no surprise to anyone, I think it confirmed our own view, is that global executives in this middle market are extremely bullish on growth. We have never seen such a sort of a solid message from the middle market companies that they are absolutely committed to growth. 70% of the middle market executives, actually, maybe that was a little bit of a surprise to us, that they didn't see uncertainty in the market as a threat. They see that as an opportunity, which is very promising for their real ability to grow. And then if the world is already showing a relatively strong growth performance on a sort of a global basis, you know, the middle market companies that have been surveyed are absolutely saying that the 2%, let's use that as an OECD average, is not a benchmark that they would like to be compared against. So their growth ambitions are much higher. 2 big items came as the sort of the challenges or risks for growth ambitions. What could they be? Talent and technology. The differences in countries might be: in Finland, we didn't see technology as such a big challenge. I think Finns tend to be technology savvy, and we are a country of engineers. For us, it was clear that there is anticipated some kind of I think I don't want to use the word war of talent, but something to that direction. So that's definitely happening. And in terms of startups, it's technology there is absolutely something that they see as the biggest driver in terms of getting them on this accelerated growth path. And again, another interesting cut of the data will be family-owned companies. Again, absolutely committed to very strong growth. So that's all I wanted to say about the Growth Barometer. So follow the data. If you're interested, I think if you have limited time to get to know the Growth Barometer, I think the global data is very relevant for all of us. Take a look at the Finnish data, and I would actually, urge you, and I think we'll be sort of officially bringing out the startup data, hopefully next week to the market. So thanks again. I think we're proud to have done this for the first time. Expect us to bring it back to the market or do it for the second time, pretty much the same time, just before summer next year. And if I had to make a prediction in terms of what next year's data is going to look like, I think it's going to look like even more impressive from the growth ambitions point of view. So this is good news for all of us in this room, in a sense that there is a lot of energy, there's a lot of mindset to grow, which means investments, which means activity, it means M&A. Hopefully it means value creation, a lot of IPOs. So in that sense, that's what we at EY love, and we want to be your partners in terms of capturing that growth. So thank you very much.